Philosophies revived.
What if I told you that there is a way to think clearly, reduce stress, and live a more fulfilling life? It's not a magic pill or a secret formula, but a philosophy that has been around for centuries: Stoicism. And one of the most famous Stoics was Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor who wrote about the principles of Stoicism in his personal journal. In this video, we will explore the teachings of Marcus Aurelius and learn how to think clearly through the 5 principles of Stoicism: embrace the present moment, practice self-reflection, accept what you cannot control, detach from strong emotions, and cultivate gratitude and contentment. 1. Embrace the present moment. The first principle of Stoicism, as taught by Marcus Aurelius, is to embrace the present moment. This principle may seem simple, but it can be difficult to put into practice. We often find ourselves dwelling on past mistakes or worrying about the future, which can cause stress, anxiety, and dissatisfaction with our lives. However, embracing the present moment can be a powerful antidote to these negative feelings. When we fully immerse ourselves in the here and now, we learn to appreciate the beauty of life around us. We become more aware of our surroundings, the people we interact with, and the experiences we have. We become more grateful for the simple things in life, like a warm cup of tea, a beautiful sunset, or a kind word from a friend. Embracing the present moment also allows us to focus our energy on what we can control, rather than worrying about things we cannot control. When we are fully present, we can make better decisions, solve problems more effectively, and respond to challenges with resilience and grace. To embrace the present moment, we can practice mindfulness, which involves paying attention to our thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment. We can also engage in activities that help us stay in the present, such as meditation, yoga, or creative pursuits like painting or writing. One way to practice mindfulness is to take a few deep breaths and focus on the sensation of the air moving in and out of our lungs. We can also focus on our senses, such as the feel of the sun on our skin or the sound of birds singing in the distance. By fully immersing ourselves in the present moment, we can reduce stress and anxiety, appreciate the beauty of life around us, and live a more fulfilling life. Remember, the present moment is all we have. By fully embracing it, we can find joy and contentment in even the simplest things in life. We can cultivate a deep sense of gratitude and appreciation for the world around us, and live with a greater sense of purpose and meaning. So take a deep breath, let go of the past and the future, and fully embrace the present moment. The possibilities are endless. 2. Practice self-reflection. The second principle of Stoicism is one of the most important teachings of Marcus Aurelius. He believed that self-reflection is crucial for personal growth and development. Self-reflection means taking the time to examine our thoughts and actions, understanding how they affect ourselves and others, and being honest with ourselves about our strengths, weaknesses, and areas for improvement. Self-reflection is not always easy. It requires us to be honest with ourselves, which can be uncomfortable at times. However, the benefits of self-reflection are immense. By taking the time to reflect on our thoughts and actions, we can become more self-aware, empathetic, and compassionate. We can also become better listeners, communicators, and problem solvers. When we reflect on our thoughts and actions, we gain a deeper understanding of ourselves and our place in the world. We can identify patterns and behaviors that may be holding us back and make changes to become our best selves. We can gain clarity on our values, beliefs, and goals, and identify areas where we are not living up to our own expectations or the expectations of others. By doing so, we can work to make positive changes and become the best version of ourselves. Self-reflection is not something that we can do once and be done with it. It is an ongoing practice that requires commitment and dedication. One way to practice self-reflection is to set aside time each day or week to reflect on our thoughts and actions. We can ask ourselves questions like, what did I do well today? And what could I have done better? We can also journal or meditate to gain clarity and perspective on our lives. Self-reflection can also help us become more self-aware. When we are self-aware, we are better able to understand our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. We can identify our strengths and weaknesses and work to improve ourselves. We can also become more empathetic and compassionate towards others, as we learn to understand their perspectives and experiences. By practicing self-reflection, we can become better problem solvers and communicators. We can learn from our mistakes and experiences and apply those lessons to future situations. We can also become better listeners as we learn to understand others and communicate more effectively. Remember, self-reflection is a powerful tool for personal growth and development. By taking the time to examine our thoughts and actions, we can become the best versions of ourselves and live a more fulfilling life. So take the time to reflect on your life and work towards becoming the best version of yourself. The possibilities are endless. 3. Accept what you cannot control. The third principle of Stoicism, as taught by Marcus Aurelius, is a powerful reminder that we should focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. It is easy to get caught up in worrying about things that are beyond our control, like the weather or the actions of others. But when we do so, we only create stress and anxiety for ourselves. Instead, we can find peace and strength by accepting what we cannot control. This means acknowledging that these things are outside of our power and choosing to focus our energy on the things that we can control. By doing so, we can find a sense of empowerment and purpose, even in difficult situations. Accepting what we cannot control also means recognizing the power that we do have the power over our own thoughts and reactions. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. By focusing on our own inner strength and resilience, we can weather any storm and come out stronger on the other side. When we accept what we cannot control, we also open ourselves up to new possibilities and opportunities. We can let go of our attachment to a specific outcome and instead focus on being open and curious about what life has in store for us. This can lead to unexpected joys and experiences that we may have missed if we were too focused on controlling every aspect of our lives. By accepting what we cannot control, we can learn to live in the present moment and find contentment in the here and now. We can focus on the things that truly matter: our relationships, our passions, our inner growth, and let go of the things that do not serve us. It may take time and practice to fully embrace the third principle of Stoicism, but the rewards are worth the effort. When we learn to accept what we cannot control, we free ourselves from the burden of worry and anxiety. We can live with a greater sense of peace and purpose, and find joy and contentment in even the most challenging of situations. So, let us remember the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and embrace the third principle of Stoicism. Let us focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot. By doing so, we can find strength, resilience, and purpose in every moment of our lives. 4. Detach from strong emotions. The fourth principle of Stoicism, as taught by Marcus Aurelius, is to detach from strong emotions. This means recognizing our emotions, but not allowing them to control our actions. It can be easy to let our emotions get the best of us, especially in challenging situations. However, when we detach from strong emotions, we can respond to situations with calmness and clarity. Detaching from strong emotions does not mean suppressing them or denying them. It means acknowledging them and then choosing how to respond. When we detach from our emotions, we can avoid making impulsive decisions that we may regret later. Instead, we can take a step back and assess the situation with a clear, level-headed perspective. Marcus Aurelius believed that we have the power to control our reactions to external events. This means that even in the face of difficult or unexpected situations, we can choose how we respond. We can choose to react with anger, frustration, or fear, or we can choose to respond with calmness, rationality, and grace. Detaching from strong emotions also means recognizing that our emotions are not permanent. They are fluid and can change from moment to moment. When we detach from our emotions, we can see them for what they are, temporary feelings that will pass. This can help us avoid getting caught up in negative thought patterns or spiraling into anxiety or depression. So, how can we detach from strong emotions? One way is to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness involves paying attention to our thoughts and emotions without judgment or attachment. We can observe our emotions as they come and go, without getting caught up in them. We can also practice deep breathing or meditation to help us stay centered and grounded. Another way to detach from strong emotions is to practice self-care. This means taking care of our physical, emotional, and mental well-being. When we prioritize our own needs, we are better equipped to handle challenging situations and respond with clarity and grace. Remember, detaching from strong emotions does not mean denying them or suppressing them. It means acknowledging them and choosing how to respond. By practicing mindfulness, self-care, and emotional regulation, we can detach from strong emotions and respond to situations with calmness, clarity, and grace. Detaching from strong emotions is a powerful tool for responding to challenging situations with calmness and clarity. By recognizing that we have the power to control our reactions, and by practicing mindfulness, self-care, and emotional regulation, we can detach from strong emotions and respond with grace and resilience. 5. Cultivate gratitude and contentment. The fifth principle of Stoicism, as taught by Marcus Aurelius, is to cultivate gratitude and contentment. It is easy to get caught up in the cycle of always wanting more, of comparing ourselves to others, and feeling like we come up short. But by focusing on what we have, rather than what we lack, we can find joy and fulfillment in the present moment. Gratitude is the practice of recognizing and appreciating the good things in our lives. It can be easy to take things for granted, but when we take the time to acknowledge the blessings in our lives, we can cultivate a sense of abundance and joy. We can be grateful for the people in our lives, for the opportunities we have, for our health, for the beauty of nature, and for the simple pleasures of daily life. Contentment is the practice of finding satisfaction in what we have, rather than always striving for more. It is the ability to recognize that we have enough and that we do not need more to be happy. Contentment does not mean complacency or settling for less than we deserve. It means recognizing that we are enough and that we have everything we need to live a fulfilling life. By cultivating gratitude and contentment, we can find joy in the simple things in life. We can appreciate the beauty of a sunset, the taste of a delicious meal, or the warmth of a hug from a loved one. We can find joy in the small moments of everyday life, rather than always chasing after some elusive goal. Gratitude and contentment also help us to stay grounded and centered in the present moment. When we focus on what we have, rather than what we lack, we can reduce stress and anxiety and cultivate a sense of inner peace. We can find meaning and purpose in our daily lives and live with a sense of purpose and fulfillment. To cultivate gratitude and contentment, we can practice mindfulness. This means paying attention to the present moment and intentionally focusing on the good things in our lives. We can also keep a gratitude journal where we write down the things we are grateful for each day. We can express gratitude to others by thanking them for their kindness or expressing appreciation for their presence in our lives. Remember, the fifth principle of Stoicism is to cultivate gratitude and contentment. By focusing on what we have, rather than what we lack, we can find joy and fulfillment in the present moment. We can live with a sense of purpose and meaning, and cultivate a deep sense of inner peace. By embracing the principles of Stoicism, we can think more clearly, reduce stress and anxiety, and live a more fulfilling life. Remember to embrace the present moment, practice self-reflection, accept what you cannot control, detach from strong emotions, and cultivate gratitude and contentment. And with these principles in mind, we can navigate life's challenges with strength, resilience, and grace.